Hey everybody, happy 2025. Hope everybody had a great holiday. I, unfortunately, as I mentioned in a post, had a cold over the holidays. That kind of sucks. Reminded me of when I was a teenager and I got the flu over Christmas. That was horrible. This was nothing more than a bad cold. Tested, it wasn't COVID. Got my RSV shot a couple months ago, so probably not respiratory syncytial virus, but there is something going around. And the bummer was that I had it for 3 days, and the third day I started feeling really good, and then on the fourth day it came back. So I've got some residual congestion going on here, but as far as I feel fine. But yeah, hey, when that happens, huh? Hey, it's not really photo related, but I started reading a new book here, and it's called American Sheep: A Cultural History. Interesting. You don't really realize what a big deal sheep farming was to this country early on in its history, because originally we didn't have a lot of sheep and we had to import wool for clothing manufacturing. So, getting sheep farming going was kind of a big deal. Interesting thing about this book, it is by Brett Banner, who is my little brother. And Brett's brilliant, he's a smart guy, and this is a very well-written and well-researched book. So if you're interested in kind of a subject that nobody talks about in a very readable form, check out American Sheep: A Cultural History, available on Amazon. So, little family plug there. I had to buy a new camera bag. I know I did a previous video about camera bags where I bought a low pro messenger bag. That was more of a bag for going out on event shoots. But what happened in December was my trusty Think Tank Mirrorless Mover 30i, and I've had this bag for more than 5 years, and really like this bag. I like the fact that it opens away from the body. So if you're in a urban situation, it's that much harder for somebody to get their hands into. And yeah, it's been a good bag. It has a slot for a tablet. So I've traveled with it. But what started happening is right here in the corner, when I'd zip it up, the zipper would, of course, it's YouTube, it's going to work just fine. It's just like my dad had a car problem. He'd take it into the mechanic, and then the problem wasn't there. But essentially, this was starting. It's probably because I have nothing in this bag right now. The zipper's working fine. But it started snagging here in the corner, and then I realized what's going on is the zipper's pulling away here. Now, I probably could get that zipper replaced, but I decided, since I was kind of cramming more than it was appropriate into this bag, that I would take the opportunity to look at some new bags. And I'm going to preface this by saying that I have always kind of shied away from sling bags, primarily because most of them are designed to go over one shoulder, not the other, and it's almost always, at least what I've seen, the right shoulder. I tend to wear a shoulder bag over the left shoulder. And then I came across another Think Tank bag, the Think Tank Urban Access 10. I think there's a smaller one as well, and I believe 10 probably means it's 10 liters. So this sling, and it is a sling, but it is designed to go over either shoulder. So the strap is right in the middle at the top, and then down here at the bottom, you can actually adjust it from one side to the other. So there's a little strap here that's got Velcro on it. You unhook that, and you unhook that, and you can slide it over the other side, and boom, you can wear it over either shoulder. So I will tend to wear this over my left shoulder. When it's cinched up against your back, it's very nicely padded, and it feels like a backpack. So no issues there. The other thing is it will stand up on its own vertically like this. Very cool. And opens actually on the side. So if I take this, open up the side flap here, I can fit my G9 Mark II with the 12 to 35 millimeter lens in here. I have a Godox TT350. I can fit my V860 Mark III in here as well if I need that kind of power. But most of the time I only really need a TT350. Trying to do photojournalism work, I tend not to use flash anyway, but having one is not a bad idea, just in case. And then there are little flaps in here that allow you to actually stack things. So in the main compartment where the camera and 12 to 35 go, I've got a Godox remote trigger. So very cool. Over on this side, you go like this, I've got my 12 to 35. And below that, I have my Leica 9mm. And if I'm, and that's for photojournalism work, if I'm going to go out for a walk or something, a walk in the woods, I can swap out my 100 to 300 will fit in here just fine. Instead of the 12 to 35, I can put the 14 to 140 on. So all good. Has side pockets. So on this side, I've got a close-up lens. I've got lens cleaner, battery. Same pocket on the other side for any other items you need. Probably have another battery in here. So quite nice. And then next to your back, there's a little tablet sleeve. So I can fit my iPad in there if I wish to carry my iPad. That's only something I would do if I was traveling. In the middle, there is a pocket. It's a nice big long pocket. I've got a microphone in there, shotgun mic, and I've got a filter wallet. Boom. So carry all my filters. So this costs about $90, US. If it lasts as long as my mirrorless mover, I'll be very happy. Got some other videos I'm working on. I was planning on doing a retrospective video with photographs from 2024. I started going through those. That's when I realized that I've done a really bad job, especially with my photojournalism images, of culling and just deleting the ones that I didn't pick. So I've been doing that. It clears up a lot of disk space when you do that, but it's a lesson learned. You sort of need to do that as you go along. I haven't been, so I got to get better at that. But hopefully I'll have a video up in the next week or two with some of those images from the past year. Stock photography in 2024. Interestingly, volume was up, revenue not so much. This is kind of par for the course. August and December were actually quite good months as far as volume was concerned. So it's kind of interesting. Still making some money at stock photography. So I'll do probably a video on that in the near future as well. That's it for now. Happy New Year, folks. If this was useful to you, hey, hit that like button. It's a big help to me. And new subscribers, always welcome. I'm Todd Banner. I will see you next time.